for the first time.
Their story now on Oprah.
I felt like it was just something that families did.
Now hear from the people who helped rescue them from years of sexual abuse. Next at 5, those who knew the Henderson twins answer our Reach for Help hotline.
Not getting a great internet signal? Maybe you have the wrong shirt. This one claims to help you find the hot spots for all your Wi-Fi hungry gadgets. Does it work? Finds out if it's a strong or weak choice. Does it work? Wednesday at 10 on 12 Eyewitness News.
Everyone deserves a second chance at love, but you have 2 chances to see Wichita Grand Opera's oldest and funniest romp yet. The Merry Widow, February 12 and 13. For tickets, 262-8054 or selectaseat.com.
When Roger and I built this house, this was a great neighborhood. We raised our kids here and created a lot of memories. But things have changed. Being alone, I don't feel as secure as I once did. But now with Reach Out Wireless, I can stay in touch with the ones I love and feel connected to the world. Best of all, there's no monthly bill.
Call 877-870-9444 or online at reachoutwireless.com.
Did you know that Dillon's can cash your government or payroll checks? Or help you with a money transfer, even international? Or help you pay a bill? Yep, just visit the new Dillon's Money Shop inside Wichita Dillon stores. We can handle it all quickly and safely, and our lower fees will save you money. Get more value for the way you live at Dillon's.
Right now, cash your government or payroll check for just $1 at any Wichita Dillon's.
It's tax time at the Mattress Hub, and you won't believe what the Cheap Sheep has in store for you. Find instant rebates of 10, 25, even 50% off Simmons & Serta, or get free adjustable bases with select mattresses. That's right, up to 50% off or free adjustable bases while they last. The Mattress Hub is your Tempur-Pedic headquarters. Come experience their life-changing power with free delivery anywhere in the state and 1-year comfort guarantee. Now that's what I call a Mattress Hub stimulus program. Cheap Sheep, you should run for president.
Sometimes bad things happen to good people. If you have been injured at work, or in an accident, or are suffering from a life-altering disability, you need to talk to someone who can help. Call the experienced attorneys at Slape and Howard Chartered at 262-3445. Give us a call today. Slape and Howard. Watch us work.
Everyone deserves a second chance at love, but you have 2 chances to see Wichita Grand Opera's oldest and funniest romp yet. The Merry Widow, February 12 and 13. For tickets, 262-8054 or selectaseat.com.
This is the neighborhood we grew up in. This was the house we lived in for 13 years. It was a really good neighborhood.
For 8 years, starting at the age of 5, twins Kathy and Kelly say they lived as sex slaves in their own home.
My father and my 2 older brothers physically and sexually abused me. The abuse happened before school, after school, the middle of the night. It happened frequently. I was scared that it was never going to stop.
Every time someone tells their story of abuse on this show, or any show for that matter, more victims come out of the shadows. Kelly and Kathy recently told their story in their local newspaper, the Wichita Eagle, the heart of our country. And police say 15 people have already come forward in that town. So we're hoping that this show will give a lot more of you the courage to set yourselves free. In police reports, Kelly and Kathy admitted that sometimes the abuse was so brutal they would beg their brothers to take the other twin. What would happen, Kelly?
It was a horrible situation. There was times at night where I would say, I would say, take Kathy. And there was times where Kathy would say, take Kelly. I mean, it was survival mode. We felt like we had to survive. And
were there times, too, I had read, where you would have to watch the door? One of you would watch the door for what?
So that our mother wouldn't even walk in, which happened a few times as well.
Did she walk in and actually catch your brothers in the midst of raping you?
She had walked in.
Mm-hmm. So your mother walked in and saw your brothers raping you?
Yes.
And turned around and walked out?
Mm-hmm.
What did you make of that?
Well, there'd be times when it did happen, and as I'm walking upstairs, you know, you'll see her in the hallway, and you just walk by and you roll your eyes.
So what would you say to her at that time? What would you say?
I know I never really talked about it to her, to anyone really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it felt like every time we did go talk to her, she didn't believe us. Mm-hmm. She didn't believe that her own sons did this to her own daughters.
Did she not believe it, or did she not want to? If she walked in and she saw it happening, then she had to believe it.
Yeah.
So Kathy and Kelly have a younger sister, Rachel, who also wanted to be here today. She says that what happened to the twins also happened to her, too. How much younger are you, Rachel?
I'm 18.
You're 18. So you're just a year younger than they are. So when did this start happening to you?
Well, fondling and touching, you know, we're a young age. Mm-hmm. And then once we got older, that's when the intercourse started happening. Like,
did you know that it was also happening to them?
Yes.
Yeah. So you all knew that it was happening to each other?
Yeah.
But nothing you could do about it?
No.
So eventually their father, Brad, walked out on the family. What do you remember about the last time you saw your father? Why did your father leave? Was your father abusive to your mother?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were in an abusive relationship.
They're in an abusive relationship. So eventually he walked out. Uh-huh.
The last night that I do remember in the home, my father then again asked me to do favors, and I was raped again, and there are times where he just whispers in my ear, you know, I'm gonna miss you, you're a really good daughter, I love you, and hands me a $100 bill, and I'm thinking, we have no electricity, it's off, we have no food in the fridge, and you hand me $100? Mm-hmm. What kind of a man are you?
Mm-hmm. This is going on from the time you're 5 years old, 6 years old, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade. This is going on. What were you like in school?
It was hard to walk down the halls of school. I mean, all you could think about was what was going on in our home. Mm-hmm. I couldn't concentrate on schoolwork. I couldn't talk to teachers. I felt like we just had to keep this secret.
If we were to see you in school, would anybody have guessed that something was going on wrong?
No.
No.
We're very outgoing, and we try to hide our past, but we know it's still there.
Would you talk about it amongst yourselves?
Not really at school. Really.
Yeah. All right. 2 weeks after the twins celebrated their 13th birthday, they were pressured to reveal their secret. Take a look at this.
Jim and Shelly, or our neighbors, they were like second parents. I know they loved us.
For years, to escape the daily abuse, the twins would spend hours at their neighbor's house.
Going over to their house, it felt like heaven in a way.
Jim and Shelly had no idea the twins were being sexually abused.
The girls did not give any hint that something was wrong at home. They mentioned their brothers, but never in a negative way.
But after being confronted by a suspicious relative, Kathy and Kelly needed to tell someone, so they confided in Shelly.
The night everything changed, they came to my door, and right away they shook their heads and said, "We have something to tell you."
When we told our secret to Shelly, I felt relieved.
My first instinct was call the police.
I feared that when the cops did come, that Andrew would be there, trying to kill me when the cops are there.
With tears in their eyes, they begged me, and they said, promise not to tell until we have a chance to talk to Lisa.